Happy Monday, everybody. So, this week's Monday Motivation is going to be a little bit different than most. I decided to do a video and then a step by step tutorial on something which I have not done before. But I'm doing this because, in the course of writing the blog post that several of us write on the website, on the blog, um, we've realized that we aren't getting a whole bunch of feedback. And number one is that we don't really need a pat on the back. We're not looking for a pat on the back or anything like that. But what we're interested in is in knowing how this blog is impacting your life and how it's impacting your walk with Christ. So we are very interested in that. So we want to hear from you. And number two, it helps us to target topics. It helps us to um, pinpoint what we need to talk about more and what we could talk about less, and so on and so forth. But what we've also discovered is that number three, it's not that people aren't commenting because they don't want to, but because they aren't quite sure how. So, because, my day job is that I'm a technology teacher, I thought, I can fix this. So, what I'm doing is going to show you how to interact with the blog. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to start by just going to the blog itself. Now, if you subscribe to the email list, you could simply open up one of your emails and click on the link at the bottom that says click here to read online or read it online or whatever the button says. So anyway, but I'm just going directly to the website URL because it's quick and easy. Alright, so here I am, and what I'm going to do is just click on this very first blog. And actually, I waited a little bit longer so this will pop up, but if you have not subscribed via email to this, but you want to, you simply put your email in here and click on submit right here, and it subscribes you so you will get the blog on schedule directly to your inbox. But I'm just going to click off that now so it'll go away. And now I'm going to click on the title of the blog posting that I want to make a comment on. And it is the most recent Fresh Voice Friday from September 18th. And it was called Fat Sheep, have you any? And then a question mark. I thought this was brilliant. It makes some really great points. And I am going to use it as my example to comment on. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the article, and you'll notice a couple of things. When I just let it rest here for a minute, this little form pops up, and that again is just another way for you to subscribe to the email list if you have not already. But if you have, you can just ignore that, or if you don't want to, you can ignore that. Then you have the option to share the content by using any of these buttons, either by emailing it to someone or tweeting it on Twitter or putting it on Pinterest or whatever. You can also like it if you have a WordPress account, but you don't necessarily have to do that. All right, and then we will go down, and I've actually already written a comment here, but what I'm going to do is just copy that, and I'll pretend like that one's not there, so shh, you don't see that one, right? Okay, and you're going to get on down here to where it says we love to read your responses. So I'm going to click in the box, and when you click in the box, it gives you several options here. Now, if you have a WordPress account, you can click here to log in. If you have a Twitter account, you can click here to log in, and so forth. So that's one option. But if you don't want to use one of those, you can just simply log into the site using one of these. But what you will do is you will write your comment in the box, and I just simply said, I really enjoyed this blog posting. I found it particularly important because of the concept of wearing what God has rightly outfitted us for. We're all different, and our callings are all different. Therefore, just like the boy David could not fight properly using Saul's armor, we cannot expect to do things the same way that everyone else does. God has a unique plan for each one of us. So that's my comment. That's what I want posted here. All right, this first box is the email box. And you just put in whatever email address you want associated with your comments. And then you put in your name, however you want it to appear. And this box is your avatar or your website or whatever you want to put there. If you want to leave it empty, as far as I know you can. We'll find out here in just a second. You can also click the box if you want to be notified of new comments on this article. So if you want to follow along like a discussion, you can. And you can click this if you want to be notified of new posts on the blog. All right, I'm just going to leave both of those unchecked. And now I'm going to click on post comment after I've put my comment up here and filled in my boxes down here. Just click on post comment and give it a second. It'll tell you that your comment is being submitted. So you just kind of sit tight, hang out, and wait for it. And when the page reloads, you will see that it tells you that your comment is awaiting moderation. Actually, here's my new one. Remember, I had pre-posted it just so it would, to make it easier for me to type all that fast. But anyway, your comment is awaiting moderation means that I have to go in and manually approve it before it will post to the site. And I do that on purpose because I don't want spam or other comments posted without my approval. So anyway, that's what happens when you do that. And at this point, you can simply interact as much as you want to. So with that being said, since this is sort of a quick little video, and it should be fairly easy to follow along, your Monday motivation is this. I want you to think about any of the blog postings that you've had so far, or that you've read so far, and pick one, or more if you want to, but pick at least one, and make a comment on one that really impacted you, or that you learned from, or that maybe this would be the really coolest. You were able to take what you learned in that, and then you were able to help someone else with it. You're able to take it away and use it as a tool. That would be awesome. So yeah, that's your homework, your Monday motivation. Make some postings and feel free to share using the share buttons. All right. Hey, we really appreciate your input. We appreciate your reading the blog, and we are honored to be here to share what the Lord is showing us and to help advance the kingdom, because truly all of us who write for this blog really have one major passion in life, and that's advancing the kingdom of God through sharing His word. All right, you have a fantabulous week. Love you much, and until next time, see ya. Bye.